Quentin Beach is a sorcerer, and this here is absolute sorcery in a bottle. Hello everyone. Today's video is about Ganymede by Marc-Antoine Barrois. How I feel about it and my opinion on this fragrance. I've been wanting to do this video for quite some time now, and yes, I'm finally doing it. I'd like to start by stating that this video is not sponsored and I have no connection with the brand. I purchased this with my own money, and all opinions expressed here are based on my honest personal experience with this masterpiece. This one is a perfume. I don't have any words to describe this, to be honest. Or wait, maybe I have too many words to describe this. But absolutely no words can do justice to what this fragrance is about and how it makes me feel. It's going to be a completely biased review as I'm totally, absolutely, utterly in love with this fragrance. To me, it's flawless. I'll try to describe this from a woman's perspective, obviously. But and if you think about could be actually quite useful for any man or any woman watching this video. You know, when you go to an extravagant or a special social gathering, maybe a formal business congregation or even a wedding, and there's this guy, no, not a guy, there's this man, this gentleman who's impeccably dressed. Sometimes it's your boss, sometimes it's another high ranking official, a business associate, or sometimes it's somebody you've never met before, but they have this aura of power, a certain clear and evident and profound and doubtless supremacy about them. They have people around them listening to what they have to say, and they stand two steps ahead of everyone else in that group, in that little circle, talking about things you wish you had something to add on to in a similar fashion like them. This is what that man smells like. This is that fragrance. Fragrance is that vibe. This fragrance is that person in a bottle. It's reminiscent of some of my good times because I've been to that gathering. I know that man. I've seen that man. It totally makes my eyes roll back into the back of my head every time I smell it. Reminds me of when I first met my husband. It's so nostalgic. It's so pretty. It makes me want to cry. It's quite unusual, quite different from any other fragrances I have or have smelled. It's got top notes of mandarin, saffron, heart notes of violet, osmanthus, and base notes of akigala wood and immortelle. It's a relatively short list of notes, but there's a lot happening in there behind the scenes. It's a complex fragrance. If you follow the note structure, you will feel there's not much fruitiness about it. But in a nutshell, it's a very unique, very slightly citrusy, slightly fruity, floral, musky, aquatic, suede, leather kind of fragrance with an unusual twist of mineral ozonic accords. It's not citrusy in traditional sense. It's softer and curbed kind of citrusy. It's a subtly sweet kind of citrusy. This is so beautiful. The suede or leather, you can feel its subtle, refined, and airy presence. Saffron to me is a mysterious and spicy note that's known to add depth and character to any perfume. It also has a leathery aspect to it. Even osmanthus can have fruity, peachy, fuzzy, leathery undertone to it. And when I say aquatic or ozonic, I don't mean to say that it's a full-on aquatic or marine or beachy smelling fragrance. It's not that kind of fragrance. You don't feel you are on a beach. It's just that it has that seaside air kind of feel to it in the background. But this is much more than that. It's a complex, intoxicating, intense, and yet soft and airy and spicy and earthy and woody and leathery fragrance. It's well blended, well balanced, and well rounded kind of fragrance. It's it's classed as unisex, but for me, it definitely leans beautifully to the masculine side. I would definitely love to smell this more on a man than a woman, but that's just me. You do you. In terms of performance, it's a powerhouse. Lasts through the entire day, projects beautifully, and creates this super sexy, super sensual scent cloud around you. Not to mention, leaves the most sexiest and the most intoxicating trail. The sillage here is a lot bigger than the actual projection. It feels super high quality, super super rich, refined, sophisticated, elegant, very unique, very upscale, It's an absolute must try. In terms of versatility, it's a very nifty, very stylish fragrance. And despite of having this decorous, this formal vibe about it, it's in fact suitable to wear socially, casually, formally, night out, date night, any kind of social situation, you name it, it's great for all occasions. And it may sound like it's suitable for spring summer months because of the mineral or salty or aquatic notes, but in my opinion this will shine in any season, any weather, as it has that beefy and yet airy feel to it. I've got a 30 ml bottle here as this was a blind buy for me, so I didn't want to splurge on a 100 ml bottle in case I end up not liking it. But this is definitely one of those fragrances I would buy again in 100 ml when I run out. Having said that, I have to be honest, this is not a safe blind buy, and I recommend sampling before buying a full bottle. But at the same time, this is not a difficult to like fragrance. It's not a scrubber. I don't think it'll ever be a scrubber for anyone, but we're all different. Again, an exquisite, timeless, luxurious fragrance, a fantastic, fantastic fragrance, absolutely worth getting your nose on, signature scent worthy. To my nose, it's beyond incredible. This is good times. So again, it's Ganymede by Marc-Antoine Barrois. So guys, that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comment section if you already own this fragrance or if it's on your wish list or even if you don't like it. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.